morning, dear students. Let us continue our chapter, the fundamental unit of life, cell. Today's topic is structure of the cell. In the previous class, we learnt about the shape of a cell. A shape of cell may be different depending upon the function they perform and the location where they are found. Now, in today's class, we will learn about the structure of cell. Dear students, a cell typically has three components of it. That means the constituents of a cell are of three types. First is cell membrane. It is also called plasma membrane. Second is cytoplasm. And the third is nucleus. So these are the three typical structures of a cell: the nucleus, the cytoplasm, and the plasma membrane. We will study all these three one by one. Let us start with cell membrane. Plasma Now suppose this is a cell, correct? And this is the nucleus of the cell. So this covering, this outer covering, this membrane is called the plasma membrane or the cell membrane. This is called plasma membrane. This fluid-like matrix or the matrix-like fluid, the jelly-like fluid, is called the cytoplasm, and the central portion is called nucleus. Got it? Now we are discussing about the plasma membrane. This plasma membrane is very special type of membrane. It is selectively permeable. Selectively permeable. That means it's allow the permeability in and out of substances in a selective way. That means it allows some substance to go out as well as some substance to come inside the cell. That we will discuss how. Before that, let us see what is the structure of this plasma membrane. Now, you have drawn this in your notebook, or just you have drawn this in your mind. I am going to erase, and then I will draw the diagram of the cross section of a membrane. This thick membrane or the thin membrane, I am going to draw its structure, how it allows the permeability of substances. That means how it allows substances to come in and to go out through it. So, dear students, this is the diagram of a membrane in cross-sectional area. This is the diagram of plasma membrane in cross-sectional area. Now you can see, if you watch carefully, here you can see spherical ends from which root-like or thread-like tails are emerging out. See, on the both end, this is double layer. Okay, one layer is this one, having circular heads on both the ends, and inside from the both ends tail-like structures are embedded inside. These heads are hydrophobic heads of phospholipid. These are the hydrophilic heads of phospholipid. These are the heads of phospholipid. These are hydrophilic heads of phospholipid, and these are hydrophobic tails of phospholipid. These are tails and these are heads. These are heads of phospholipid and these are tails of phospholipid. Right? These are protein molecules. These are protein molecules. Now you can see different type of protein molecules. This protein molecule is outside this membrane, this double layer. This is called fluid mosaic model. Okay, and it is also called lipid bilayered. Lipid bilayered. Bilayered means two layers. So you can see some protein molecules are outside this layer. They are called extrinsic proteins. They are called extrinsic. Extrinsic means outside. Whereas some are within the layer. Some protein molecules are within the layer. So they are called intrinsic. Now intrinsic may be completely intrinsic or it may be partially intrinsic. These intrinsic molecules may be completely intrinsic or they may be partially intrinsic. So this was the structure of plasma membrane. This model is called fluid mosaic model, and it is also called lipid bilayer because of the two layers of phospholipid in which protein molecules are there. Some protein molecules are outside the membrane, so they are called intrinsic proteins, and some protein molecules are inside. They are called intrinsic. Intrinsic may be completely intrinsic or they may be partial intrinsic. So this was the structure of plasma membrane. So now you have seen the structure of plasma membrane. Next is function of plasma membrane. What is the function of this plasma membrane? So this plasma membrane serves very crucial role in the existence of the cell. We will discuss one by one about those. First is it gives shape and structure to the cell. Because of this plasma membrane only, the cell attains a definite shape and structure. Got it? Second thing, it separates. This it stands for the plasma membrane. It separates the cell components from its surrounding. That means this plasma membrane separates. If there was no plasma membrane, then the outside substances of a cell and the inside components of the cell would have intermixed, and this will lead to the death of the cell. So to protect it from this type of intermixing of substances, it provides a partition which separates the components of the cell with its surrounding. The next important point is it selectively permits in and out of substances. That means it allows in and out of substances selectively. Now it is the plasma membrane which governs which substances should get inside the cell from its surrounding and which substances must go outside the cell from in it. However, this is possible only because of concentration gradient of concentration. Gradient. Okay. There are several other points which I will give you when I will start giving the notes. Till then, mind the 3 points only. But it gives a proper shape and structure to the cell. It it separates the cell components from its surrounding by making compartment between the two. It selectively permits in and out of substances, and that is possible because of the concentration gradient. Concentration gradient means suppose this is a cell. Okay, this is a cell, and suppose this board is a cell. Got it? And rest is its surrounding. Now, amount after combustion, the amount of carbon dioxide in this cell is increased as compared to the surrounding. So the concentration of carbon dioxide inside the cell is higher than the outside. So it will, this plasma membrane will allow the out of carbon dioxide from the cell. On the other hand, if this surrounding is containing more oxygen or more protein or more nutrients as compared to this, the cell, then this plasma membrane will allow the substances of in through it. This is called concentration gradient. So dear students, for today's class, it's all. Watch this video again and again and try to understand. Even though if you feel any problem, you can directly consult me. Thank you. Have a nice day.